Welcome to Atlas Copco Gas and Process IndustReal podcast. My name is Candice Wilson, and today we'll be chatting to industry experts in what's really happening in the world of industrial machinery. Today, I'm chatting to Louis Mann. Louis, welcome.
Nice to be here, Candice.
Louis, just for the audience, you're currently Marketing and R&D Manager for Atlas Copco Mafi Trench based in California.
Yep, that's right.
And today we're going to be chatting about our industrial machinery in fostering a low-carbon circular economy.
My favorite topic.
Perfect. So let's start with the big picture. Why low carbon?
Yeah, simply put, climate change, right? So reducing our carbon footprint is important to a sustainable future. And it's not just necessarily about doing less harm to the environment, but it's also about powering progress.
And I think it's good that you mentioned the point progress, because low carbon isn't just an environmental concern, but it's also an economic concern. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. So moving towards low carbon solutions opens up both new technologies and new business models.
Okay, but let's connect back to our turf. We're in the industrial world of turbo machinery. So turbo expanders, compressors, and pumps. Where do we fit in there in terms of low carbon?
Yeah, so it's important to remember that all those machineries are used in countless industrial processes. So we've been improving the performance of our products for years for our customers, and that in turn actually reduces the carbon footprint because it has a large impact on our customers' process efficiencies. And we're going to continue to do that.
Okay, so this sounds really easy, if I'm understanding correctly. We keep doing what we're doing and everything will be okay.
Yeah, good summary, but not quite that easy. So, how we do it's important as well, of course, right? So we've been doing a lot of focus on how the manufacturing of our equipment actually impacts the environment, and that's really important to us. The other thing is that we're actually getting put in a lot of applications right now that are really exciting that directly go towards decarbonization.
So we're talking about applications in renewable energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't always think about compressors and expanders when talking about renewable energy, but it's important to understand that they enable renewable energy, actually. So, example, here in California, the sun doesn't shine every day, and so therefore you need energy storage to be able to enable the use of solar. And you might think of batteries when you think of energy storage, but actually there's other applications for that. So compressors and expanders are used in long-term energy storage, which might include compressed air energy storage or thermal energy storage. And our products are used in that.
So our machinery is not necessarily producing the energy, it's enabling it.
Yeah, it's definitely an important part of the mix. But when talking about renewable energy production, we're on that side of the table too. So our expanders have been used in renewable energy for decades in geothermal applications. It's a crucial part to actually extracting the heat from the earth and then converting that into electricity. And what you're seeing is that with a lot of push behind these clean energy solutions, stuff like geothermal is picking up a new life.
And you mentioned picking up a new life, so that's gaining momentum. And I've realized over the last, 7 years, there's been a lot of momentum. Any thoughts that you'd like to add to that or elaborate on?
No, I think you got it right. So since the Paris Climate Agreement, what you've seen is definitely a progress with across the globe in terms of clean energy solutions. And it might have started off slowly, but what you're seeing now, is, especially in the last couple of years, has been picking up really fast.
Yeah, and I sense that too, specifically here in the US with the Inflation Reduction Act. This has pushed a lot of initiatives, specifically in the hydrogen space and electrification.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're seeing a lot of investment in these spaces now that there's a lot of policy backing that. And we're happy to help our customers in those areas.
Well, maybe you could give us a specific example.
Yeah, so let's start with hydrogen. So hydrogen is an excellent solution for difficult to decarbonize industries, say like mobility or industrial heating. But clean hydrogen is relatively expensive to produce. So what you see is that there's policies going in place to basically bring down the cost of clean hydrogen so that it can be used in these sectors.
So is it clean hydrogen or is it green hydrogen?
Yeah, so the terminology always seems to be changing. To answer your question, green hydrogen is hydrogen produced via electrolysis with renewable energy. But clean hydrogen is just about bringing down the carbon intensity. And you can do that through traditional means of hydrogen production and adding carbon capture on the back end of that. And what you find is that our machinery will handle clean hydrogen or green hydrogen. Doesn't matter.
Got it. Okay. So where does our machinery fit in when it comes to hydrogen?
Yeah, so hydrogen in general, turbo machinery has been used in hydrogen or hydrogen-rich applications for decades. Nothing new there. I think when you talk about hydrogen as an energy carrier, you find our machinery is going to find a place in hydrogen transportation. And right now it's already finding a place in liquefying hydrogen. And what you see is that these operations of liquefying hydrogen are actually scaling up right now to bring down the cost, like we were talking about earlier. And that's a good fit for our machinery because we've been producing large machinery that goes into hydrogen applications for a long time, and we're willing to support the scale up of that market.
So talking about markets, the markets that we've served for decades are now growing to support decarbonization efforts. Will Atlas Copco continue to innovate in this area and support that growth?
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever our customers want to grow, we're willing to be there right with them and supporting them in that growth. And it's not just about necessarily our traditional markets either. There's new markets that are coming online. Carbon capture and storage is a great instance of that. And what you find is that our intermediate compressors are a very good fit for that.
So Louis, there's certainly a lot happening specifically in the hydrogen space. And I think we'll probably need to touch on a few more areas in the next episodes to come. But I think it's safe to say in summary from our discussion today that Atlas Copco is here to support our customers in the journey of decarbonization, not only with the design of our machinery, but also the applications that we serve. So I look forward to the future and what hydrogen has in store for Atlas Copco.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Candice. We've been pushing the limits of our machineries for decades, and we're going to continue to do that to help support our customers keep their place in the future low-carbon society.
Thanks so much, Louis, and thanks so much for sharing your insights. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the world of hydrogen, new energy, emerging markets with our industrial machinery. Thank you very much.